Hi! Hello everyone, how you all doing today? It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I thought now was the time since something new came up in the Pokemon news world. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe, and whichever day I decide to upload this video. How you all doing, guys? Yeah, so, normally I do one of these videos when some news comes out about Pokemon. Which obviously, as you can tell, some news has. It's been like a week actually since the news came out, roughly, and I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but I haven't had the time to do it, and also procrastination is a very big thing that I have a problem with. I'm trying my best, okay? But some information came out, about the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra DLC. There was a new information. More shown, more areas showcased for each DLC. There's even new moves, there's more information about what we already know, like some new Galarian Pokemon, Gigantamax forms, and Galarian forms as well. You know, so without further ado, well, I think the first thing we're going to talk about actually first is most likely going to be the Isle of Armor DLC, as that is the first one coming out. For starters, that DLC is coming out on the 17th of June, or June 17th, whichever way you say it. Which, as I'm recording this video, is like 6 days from now, so whenever I upload it, I'm going to try and see if I can get this uploaded before the DLC content come out, because they're due out soon. Very, very soon. I'm very excited for them, as I think every Pokemon fan should be. You know, and the first content to come out for it was a good look at Galarian Slowpoke. Yes, Galarian Slowpoke was showcased in there, and it looks pretty cool, honestly. It's got the shell, as instead of going onto its tail, has clamped on to its arm, basically, turning it into sort of cannon. And for that reason, because of the toxins that were released into its body due to it clamping onto its arm, Galarian Slowpoke is a poison and psychic type, which I predicted right, I believe, because I've talked about this in the past, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be a poison and psychic type. I was correct. I was correct in that matter. So, points to me, yay. And then the next thing that I talk about as well is it actually gets a new move as well called Shell's Sidearm. I haven't itchy nose, sorry. This move may poison the opponents with its poison type special move, and it inflicts damage based on whether physical or special defense is lower. Basically, whichever one does more damage, it will hit that one, which is a pretty freaking interesting move. And the only other one that actually could do that was, I think, Photon Geyser, which is only to be learned by how do you pronounce his name? Necro... I'm pronouncing its name. So, for Photon Geyser, which can only be used by Necrozma. I'm assuming that's how you say it. I'm not entirely sure that's how you say it, but that's from what my own memory banks, and also me maybe looking it up a little bit. But yeah, so the move will do that, and the Galarian Slowpoke has been showcased and shown. Slowpoke, yeah, Galarian Slowpoke and Galarian Slowbro, should I say? Slowbro. Am I saying Slowpoke? Ooh, whoopsie. Another thing to also know as well is that the rival Avery has Galarian Slowbro as its main, main Pokemon. That was shown in the trailer as well. However, we didn't see what Clara has. Some people made a prediction that maybe she also has Galarian Slowbro as well. I think differently, though. I think she has Galarian Slowking, because they haven't shown that one yet, but it was... details of it was shown a while back when the first DLCs for the Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor DLCs came out. So I think that Clara in the Sword game will have Galarian Slowking, and obviously as we've seen in Shield, Avery is the rival, and he will have Galarian Slowbro. So that is my honest predictions for what these Pokemon could be, and what Pokemon rivals, should I say, do have as their main Pokemon. I'll be looking forward to seeing what Galarian Slowking looks like as well, because we haven't seen that yet. I'm guessing we won't see it until probably the DLC's release in 6 days' time. And everything. Another thing to know also, there are some new moves as well in Pokemon that are being taught by Move Tutor using Armorite in fact. It's a new item which you can find only on the Isle of Armor. 2 moves that you can teach for it are Burning Jealousy and Grassy Glide. Burning Jealousy is a move that creates a pool of fire that deals damage to all opposing Pokemon, which I assume is basically the Galar's version of Fire Spin. And Grassy Glide lets the user hit first if grassy terrain is in effect. I assume you can teach these to your star Pokemon, which would be pretty cool to honestly see. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they've gotten some new moves along with it. There might be even any more new moves as well, but we haven't even learned yet. Another new move to also know is about Jungle Healing. The user wraps its vines around the trees to absorb their energy. This heals Pokemon and its allies. It's only taught by a Zarude, I think. So that's the only kind of that is the only downside to that, because as far as I'm aware, I've only seen Zarude use that move. Zarude we didn't see in the trailer though. I assume that I'm hoping that he might that Zarude might get a little bit of a little bit of a thing in maybe the Isle Armor or the Crown Tundra, but who knows? I guess who knows? We'll find out. We shall find out. The next thing to talk about as well is there'll be some new Gigantamax forms showcase. The 3-star Pokemon in the Galar region will have Gigantamax forms, which is really freaking cool. But people who are unsure, how do you get those forms? You don't have to catch new Pokemon to get them. There is a new kind of system which is called Max Soup, which you can feed to your Pokemon, and if the Pokemon have the potential to Gigantamax rather than Dynamax, it will unlock that for said Pokemon. So you don't have to catch new Pokemon anymore. This new Dynamax, or Max Soup, should I say, will be the ingredients that will help you unlock Gigantamax forms in not only your stars, but probably other Pokemon that you could have that you don't have any Gigantamax forms, which would be pretty cool. Unless it's limited to the starters, I'm not entirely sure. Guess we'll be showcasing there. We also saw Gigantamax forms for Blastoise and Venusaur, which do look fantastic, I have to say. They look absolutely stunning. I'm personally impressed by Blastoise's VMAX form, honestly. It looks like a freaking armored fortress on its back, which is really cool. Venusaur has a huge pedal on its back this time as well. Its pedals become a lot bigger. Primarily used for defenses, while it uses its vines to attack and razor leaves and everything, which is really freaking cool. Another Pokemon to talk about as well is obviously Kubfu and Urshifu. They have already been shown. Obviously, you can evolve old Kubfu into different forms of Urshifu. Single Strike and Rapid Strike form. The Single Strike being fighting in dark. The Rapid Strike being fighting in water type. We've already seen its new Gigantamax forms as well. But the thing to learn... the thing to learn about it is that it has an ability called Unseen Fist. Now, what Unseen Fist does, and it's a little broken in my opinion, is it will allow the Pokemon Urshifu to hit the opponent's Pokemon physical moves no matter what. Even if it uses Protect or Detect, it will hit. Which does seem pretty broken to me. And I'm not sure if that might limit it in its use in competitive Pokemon battles. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be limited. It is classed as a legendary Pokemon, so yeah. But it sounds like a pretty broken ability, honestly. Which I will definitely look forward to using Urshifu, especially with G-Max forms. I think I'm more partial maybe to the water type version because it's blue, and blue is my favorite color. I love blue a lot. But I mean, I might get the expansion for Shield at some point. I have expansion for Sword at the moment, but Shield I might get at some point. Another thing to learn as well, chat. I see it saying chat because I'm too used to streaming. Sorry about that. Another thing to learn though is that there will be a new Pokemon that was showcased in the trailer and will be appearing in the Isle of Armor along with the Crown Tundra as well. There'll be new Pokemon showcased too. For the looks of it, there'll be a bunch of different Pokemon in different regions. It seems like there are more Kanto favored Pokemon in Isle of Armor though. I've seen quite a few Kanto Pokemon from the list that I've seen and from screenshots, and obviously. One thing I will say that I saw Lycanroc in the Isle of Armor. Definitely picking up that because Lycanroc's one of my favorite rock type Pokemon because I love dog Pokemon. I'm a big fan of dog Pokemon, so I'm gonna as soon as I see a dog Pokemon, I'm gonna go straight for it. And I had it on both my teams in Sun, Ultra Moon, so different forms. So I had the midday form in Sun, and I had the dusk form in Moon. So. So that'd be pretty cool Pokemon to see. I'm interested in seeing how much is added because we don't know about some Pokemon, but there could be more. Because I'm interested in seeing if the DLC content, both of them, will add the rest of the Pokemon that are left on the Pokedex again. Because there's currently about 400 Pokemon officially in the Pokedex of the main game. So I'm wondering if the DLCs will have the remaining 490 that are left. Yes, there is that many. I know, there's a lot. There's a lot. Along with the Tower of Darkness and Tower of Water, there have been confirmed to be 10 new areas as well. We probably saw a few of them in the trailer. There's a few little areas that we saw that could be pretty cool and look like pretty cool to see. I will be interested in seeing what we've not seen as well, because there's probably going to be areas that we haven't seen, which I am looking forward to checking out. Watching, enjoying, there's a lot. There's a lot that I want to know, and in 6 days' time, we'll all know, and I'll be very happy about it. I'll be very happy. Other things to learn as well about, one last little thing to learn about, I guess, well, little minor things to learn about, I guess, in the Isle of Armor. There is a new item called the Crown-O-Matic, which lets you put multiple items into it. And with the item added, it has the ability to create various other items, so it's a form of recycling. Maybe you could get certain evolution stones from it if you put in certain items, or maybe you can get certain candies maybe from it. I'm not entirely sure. I probably should have done some more research into it, but it was just something that was showcased, which looked pretty cool as well. But those are all, I think those are all the main topics that we covered. In the Isle of Armor, the Jet Advanced forms, the new Galarian forms for Slowbro, Slow King potentially maybe being with Clara and everything. So yeah, that is all from that we can talk about for the Isle of Armor that was confirmed. And obviously, as I mentioned at the start, the Isle of Armor DLC is coming out on the 17th of June. Sorry, I'm getting things mixed up in my brain. The next DLC to talk about, obviously, is the Crown Tundra. Now, the Crown Tundra didn't get a release date, unfortunately. It's expected to come out in fall of 2020. My prediction is that it'll come out in November, because that'll be a year since the original release of the games. So I'm expecting it to maybe come out around then. The main thing to talk about, though, in the games, really, if we talk about for it, obviously there are new areas that were showcased. The other thing to talk about is the legendaries that will be featured, the new ones. For starters, the new Regis, which have been confirmed to be called Regieleki and Regidrago. Obviously, Regieleki is an electric type. Regidrago is a dragon type. We also learned that it has the ability Transistor for Regieleki, which hasn't been confirmed what it does, but as a prediction, it might have something to do with enhanced and electric type moves that it could use potentially. Also, Regieleki has the ability Thunder Cage, which traps the opponent in a kind of little electric cage and deals damage over time, which is similar to electric version of Fire Spin and Whirlpool and everything, and obviously the other move we talked about earlier, which I can't remember off the top of my head, And Regidrago has the attack Dragon Energy, which is basically a Dragon-type version of Water Spout, which is like the lower the user's HP, the lower the move's power, so that highest amount of attack power is more important for it when you're first attacking. So that means it could probably be better to try and attack first, basically, with Regidrago, which, you know, it looks kind of a little bit like Charizard, I'm not going to lie, as well, in some screenshots and some little bits shown in the trailer. Which I've already seen a lot of different comparisons online and everything among the community, so I'm like, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Apparently, with Regidrago, it was Regigigas attempted to make a dragon type, a dragon out of like pure, like raw power dragon ender crystals, but it only had enough power to create the head, and so that's where Regidrago came from. A little bit of lore and backstory to it, which is, you know, pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool, which stood out to me immensely. I will definitely want to try and catch these Pokemon, honestly. The next thing I also talk about as well is the new Galarian forms for the three legendary bird Pokemon, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Obviously, we learned more about them, a little bit about them from the last trailer. What we've learned now is that Galarian Articuno is a Psychic and Flying type, Galarian Zapdos is a Fighting and Flying type, and Galarian Moltres is a Dark and Flying type. All of which I think I made predictions for, except for maybe Zapdos. I wasn't sure it was going to be a Ground or a Fighting type, but the Fighting type was still there, so I completely confirmed all the... because it looked like that to me anyway. Articuno has the ability Competitive, Galarian Zapdos has the ability Defiant, and Galarian Moltres has the ability Berserk. They also have each independent moves as well. Yeah, so Articuno has Freezing Glare, a Psychic type move that attacks with a Psychic Firepower from both eyes, which also may leave the target frozen in, well, not like purely frozen, but frozen in place, rather than being frozen from ice. So, guess it a little like from tease. Each of the moves, honestly, in my opinion, has a little bit of a tease to like the original forms of the legendary. So, Freezing Glare does that. Zapdos has Thunderous Kick, which is over one target with a lightning light movement from delivering a kick. It also lowers the target's defense stats. And Galarian Moltres has Fiery Wrath. The Pokemon transforms its Wrath into a fiery-like aura to attack, which also could cause flinching. And in my opinion, my favorite one out of the three, it's got to be Galarian Moltres. It looks so cool. It so does. Like, from the original three, Articuno was my favorite because it looks so majestic and I love the color blue. And I was close to picking Galarian Articuno for this one, but Galarian Moltres looks so freaking cool. It does. It pulls off the Dark typing so well, and it looks so good. Props to the developers, Game Freak, and the artists who made that, because it looks so freaking cool, and I can't wait to get that Pokemon on my team. You know? Sorry, I had to do the clap there because I was just like, yes, I want that on my party so much. But we won't be. I have to wait until later in the year to get that because, as I've already mentioned, it's going to be a much later thing. Another thing to mention as well, a new character has been introduced as well from the Counter code. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Peony, I'm going to say Peony. I probably butchered his name. Apologies. He will help you along with expeditions that you'll be facing in the Crown Tundra. Who's also taking his daughter to this area as well, which also links into the next part, which is Dynamax Adventures. What that is a 4-player game where you go underground into max raid battle dens, and you'll fight your way through each of these dens. Sorry, I have itchy nose. Yeah, but fight your way through all of these dens, and the end result of going through that is at the end of these Dynamax Adventures, there will be a legendary Pokemon, of which you can try and you can battle and you can try and capture. The list is quite long, so we'll just go through all the scroll them real quick. They're basically Pokemon from each generation, legendaries from each generation. Excluding mythical Pokemon, though, there are some that are not included, like Celebi, Arceus, Deoxys, and stuff. They're not featured. It's more of the ones that you could capture in the games. They will be included, basically, which does suck. I do hope they introduce those in some way, via maybe Mystery Gift, or maybe they'll introduce it as a different system entirely, or an update to the Dynamax Adventure would be pretty cool. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing what these Pokemon could have and what they could, do with all this. I'm more than just like, and also freaking cool this. The last thing to talk about the Crown Tundra as well is that at some point when you're progressing through the Crown Tundra DLC, you'll be able to unlock this new feature called Multi Battles, which can be done in Wyndon Stadiums. It basically allows you to do double battles against Pokemon gym leaders and champions, basically, and you get to pick your partner against these multi battles. I'm not sure how far I have to progress in Crown Tundra in order to unlock this, but I do know that it's going to be a feature that will be exclusive to the Crown Tundra DLC. It's pretty cool. I will probably try it out when the Crown Tundra comes out, and whenever I do, I'll probably go through the Crown Tundra first, and then I will probably check out the multi battles and stuff. And also, another thing to mention, Clyrax didn't really get more information, honestly, other than it's going to be the main legendary Pokemon that you can find in the game. It's a King Pokemon. But other than that, there wasn't really much talked about with Clyrax, which is a bit, I don't know, I kind of wanted to see more about that Pokemon, since it is the main legendary that was showcased. There's obviously, they just give more information about the gallery and forms of the legendary bird Pokemon and the new Regis. Plus, you can also capture the other Regis too in the game too, like Regirock, Ice and Steel. But nothing about Clyrax. Hopefully we get to learn more information though as time goes by, because obviously the Isle of Armor is the first DLC to come out. As soon as we get more information about the Crown Tundra, about maybe the release date and everything, I'll probably do another video on that. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments down below and everything. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about, really, with the new DLC content. If there's anything I've missed, let me know in the comments down below. There probably is something that I've missed. As I'm not perfect, I might miss things, But if there's any more information, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe for more content. I post videos on YouTube whenever I can do, basically. Excuse me. I can't help but be me sometimes, and sometimes I burp. Alright. Yeah, so I post videos whenever I can. I've been posting a lot of content from my Twitch channel, so if you want to follow my Twitch, feel free to. The link will be in the description down below as well on my other socials. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Also, if anyone is going to do anything like with protests and everything, feel free to stay safe. I will also link links down below to organizations that you can support for the Black Lives Matter movement as well, because I feel like that's important to support people and to also help out this movement in their fight against racism. Yeah, so thank you all for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. And be sure to stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye.